Welcome back, everybody, to Planetscape, Edge of the Void. I am your Cosmic DM, the Gray Jedi, and here on my Rocketeer. Say hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Dungeon Daddy.
Okay. Last we left off, the players were on the planet Flora in the capital city of Glowflora at the Festival of Lights is what it's called, as these gleaming almost like giant fireflies are surrounding the sky everywhere. You are met with a celebration where Conklin not being here at the moment, but RG hit the hammer, got a whole bunch of praise. They got a free night stay at the hotel that was there, meeting Papa Boudreaux over in the bar. Jean-Luc didn't want to even really touch that. He said, "Not today, son." But noticing an old fling that may have happened once prior, or at least what she thought was a fling, ended up having a little bit of fun as everybody went to bed, until Archie wanted to show off his victory. He still wanted to celebrate as he went down to the concierge desk of the hotel to say, "Hey, what do you guys do for fun?" And the response was, "We go on a midnight hunt. It's a tradition of the festival to bring back something that you have hunted down in the forest, and it is brought on celebration and everybody feeds on it. It's a beautiful thing." And Jean-Luc accompanied with RG out into the woods as everybody was kind of like hanging out in the blind. They decided to go, and not that like sitting around a campfire, as they hear this crack in the forest. Flutter of birds begin to go up. Seemingly this huge monstrosity covered in this flesh that seems to be strated together in tendons that are hooked onto bark that is congealed with this elk-like head that just and just whips out a vine from the center of its hand and impales the person that was sitting next to RG, as it flings him out and across the riverbed over onto a rock. As the other two look over and begin to try and run, you see two vines come from the ground and impale their bodies, spiking them outwards. And if you're an an Elden Ring fan, it is Deathlight look. So it's like the vines come through and you're hanging there by a tree as you see those people are turning into a sapling of this humanoid nature as they just lock in place in a wood style, standing on the map that we have here. But that is not where we're going to start the episode tonight. We're going to backtrack so a few hours ago, as everybody is separating, as Miss Vila here in Genesis break away to enjoy the festival on their own. As you head out into the main area, you're met with the first thing that you basically see as you guys turn is a little calliope, which people who don't know, that is the person with a dancing monkey that's out in front, but it's not what you would think. In this, a merry tune that spills forth out into the streets with the music of the piano note being played. As you look over to see a monkey wearing a cloak covered in buttons, turns the handle at the end of the wagon. Music begins to go and forcefully out as you see what looks like to be a goblin dressed up in a ladybug toddles over to you, rattling a tin can, saying, "Spare a button if you please, if I sew it to beauty. Sorry, I'll sew it into all of these I offer in its place, besides the smile upon my face." And just jingling a little tin out in front, and you see the monkey just kind of looks at you, just, please, Marigold, not so much. And it's like a small monkey, like an actual monkey that's playing, and it's just like, Marigold, you must be more dramatic, please. Well, I'm sorry, she is new here.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome to the Festival of Lights. And you hear the music is still playing as he winds it up really quick, so he's able to walk away for a short time. You see Marigold just keeps going, spare the button if you please, and it just like walks away to the other side. He goes, that's right, Marigold, keep going. Well, by the way, it's a small creature or tiny creature looking up to you. It's one of those little like the small actual monkeys.
Like capuchin?
Yeah, so it's like one of those ones, and it's just like looking up at you. Welcome to the Festival of Lights. May I direct you to any place?
I'm a little bit thrown off by your companion, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to be requesting buttons.
Oh, no, it's something to bring the attractions over to us. You know, something that catches your eye, and Marigold is something of that nature.
She's definitely eye-catching.
Marigold, get out of the table. No, people are eating. Get down. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. Genesis, Vila kind of she grabbed his hand when like offering to bring him out to do things. Her whole idea for this is that she wants to encourage him to have feelings and wants and things about the universe because he's still learning how to people. So she's gonna like kind of look at him and be like, what would you like to do? Is there something that would interest you? And he is shaped like an elven man at the moment, isn't he?
He does, and he goes,
yeah, he is.
I am here to learn and wonder the possibilities of what people's minds have created. I am not against anything, but nor do I have any objective feeling towards this. It is interesting.
Would you, by chance, back to the capuchin, know of any people that are doing like puppet shows or storytelling or anything like that?
Oh, well, of course, actually. That is where we come in. We will be doing a little show, a little on, and you notice that you look over to the wagon. It's one of those ones that have like it would have been like the sticks with the puppets and whatnot, and you notice like that's their gig, but it's not until a little bit later.
Okay.
We put on a big show over by the south side of the fair. It's very big. I love it.
Lovely. We'll head over there later then if you want to learn about stuff. Maybe we go look at the stalls for now then while we wait for them to start.
This is a logical conclusion. I do not object.
You don't object, but I'm asking what you want to do. Would you like to go to the stalls or would you like to do something else?
I believe I've answered your question, but if I am to pick, and he looks over and you see like there's this big like map, like it's the fairgrounds and whatnot. I'm like, you are here. And he looks over and he goes, well, there is the teapot ride, a carousel, dragonfly rides, and feasting orchard. I am perplexed. Does that mean that the orchard will eat us if it is feasting?
How about we go find out?
Yes. And the other two area, or the other area was the gondola swans.
Lovely. We'll do that later. For now, we're going to the feasting orchard, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. The feasting orchard.
Oh, feasting orchard. I thought you said feasting, yes. And I was like,
feasting. Like that's why I was like, is the orchard going to eat us?
We'll find out. It won't be the first time I've been eaten.
you hear the monkey just goes, well, okay, friends, the ferry will be seen later on. It is about an hour and a half away from the now.
Lovely.
So
And
we
what
will be
was your
seeing it.
name? Sorry.
My name is Ernest.
Ernest. Lovely to meet you. I'm
Yes.
Vila Grapples.
Bira, it is a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. And she turns and continues to walk with.
You guys begin to head
Genesis.
to the feasting orchard, and you just hear, Marigold, you'll never make it here if you do not listen to what I have to say to you. And he just walks away. And you just, okay, boss, I'm so sorry. And you continue on. Everybody probably knows I'm using much more gusto because no one's in the house tonight, so it could be me. But you go off to the feasting orchard. You hear this music of radiance begins to surround the park as the heavy scent of flowers, mead, and berry pie wraps the air, and you see what looks like to be stilt walkers with these like weird antler heads of like a 12, like it's more than a 12-point buck. And you see them just kind of like walking around in their own way, going throughout. There's other musicians that are drumming and dancing throughout the orchard there, until you see what looks like to be a bunch of like storytellers and musicians and acrobats all in these areas. And they look like they have these things that are set up here. It looks like some type of eating contest. There is
What's my constitution as Vila? Oh, it's a +3 and I'm immune to poison and being poisoned, so
okay. Yeah, it seems like here there's like a big cake competition, and right now it says the fairy cake eating contest, and it looks like there are a bunch of pixies and fairies that are flying around getting all this stuff ready. And you look over and it says fairy cake eating contest, and they're little cupcakes.
that's adorable. Vila kind of looks at the people on the stilts and is like, my suit, like obviously I'm not in my suit right now, and I'm short. That I had to learn how to walk on stilts to get the upgrade in my suit to make me taller. Like no one takes you seriously when you're under 4 foot.
You see like another goblin person's like, yeah, I know what you mean. No one ever looks down to you in a good way.
That's fair. I was just cool. Vila,
it's fine. I hear a lot of conversations that are from up here. You would be surprised.
Yeah, and Vila, when she's not in her suit and not trying to be professional, does not know how to people. She knows how to people in a professional capacity, but this is the first time that she's done anything off the clock in a really long time, like with another person. So having other people interact with her as well is kind of freaking her out, because she's like, I don't know how to fucking do this. But she's like, do you want to see just how many fairy cakes Agron can eat?
I mean, I have to work.
I'm talking to Genesis.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to work.
Good, great, thank you.
Genesis goes, such a tall creature, and it doesn't notice like the legs of it. It just goes up to its. It goes,
Genesis.
Interesting.
That's Genesis. They're fake legs, like they're stilts to make them taller. Like I have in my suit. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I
Did you
will
not notice that
calculate
I
this.
dropped a full 1.5 foot when I changed out of my suit?
I noticed your suit. I did not notice their legs.
Oh, okay. Do you want to see how many fairy cakes a grung can eat?
This would be exciting to document how many cakes a grung may eat.
Do you want to participate? Can you eat?
I am not able to digest any biological or non-biological substances.
But can you consume?
I can place them in my face, and he just picks up a cake that's on the table and just smushes it across, and frosting gets on the front face.
No,
just
no, okay. She
I
comes
can
up
see
and like
how many.
She's got no, stop it. She's got gloves on, so she's gonna wipe off the stuff that you well, she's going to try and like gently pull him down so that he is at a height that she can reach his face. And just gently wipes off. Like she's wearing gloves at the moment because she can't touch stuff because she's poisonous, but it kind of gently wipes off his face and kind of dusts off her gloves. Don't just smush the cakes into your face. We're probably gonna have to pay for that one. She kind of looks around and like holds out to pay some credits for the cake that he just smushed into his face. But it's like, so you can't consume. Could you taste that when you put it against your face?
I have no taste receptors.
Okay. Good to know. Can you smell things?
No.
You can hear.
My only
Pac-Man?
basis of sense. My only basis of sense is sight, sound, and
touch,
speech.
and
I
touch.
cannot feel.
You can feel. That's what we. She puts her hand directly onto his face. Can you feel me touching you right now?
I cannot. And
so you don't feel.
And you put your hand up there, and it's like an icy cold metal.
So you don't feel the pressure against your faceplate.
No, I can be broken down into parts and not feel pain.
Well, I'm not asking if you can feel pain. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm seeing if you can like acknowledge the existence of something there. You have feelings though. So like we know that you can feel emotionally. We know that you can see and hear.
Sight and hearing do not fall under categories of feeling. They are perceptions. Able to make one body.
You've already said that you hope for something and that you want more knowledge. So
because that is my directive. I wish for more knowledge, so I hope I would get it. I am talking to, and he stops. I am speaking to minds that are biological and that have these concepts. Everybody, sorry for that. We just fixed the technicalities and we're ready to go. So yes, there is the fairy cake competition. Genesis looks at you and just says, we have spoken of this before. I desire information. Desire and feeling is a different thing. I do not feel.
Desire is a feeling.
I'm not arguing this with you.
Who says we're arguing? Do you feel angered by this conversation? Do you feel annoyed? Because that would be what it would make it an argument if you were finding it annoying.
No, you're just very tenacious with this persistence of my feelings.
Just because you're a person. But yeah, let's go shove cake in my face.
I am a life form. And you go off to continue. Oh, okay. Shit. He's home. Can't be loud anymore. Damn it.
Yes, you can.
No. Okay. Either way, you go over and sign up for the cake eating competition. What's your cons modifier?
It's a +3.
3. Okay, so you are able to eat 6 cupcakes before you're able to start feeling
before
sick.
I have to roll?
And you're going to have to and then have to take damage. What?
I would like to say, as a normal human being with a subpar constitution, I could eat 6 cupcakes without feeling sick.
Yeah, what she
I would
said,
like to
cupcakes-
protest this and say
cupcakes
that
give
someone with a
damage?
+3 can actually fucking do more than that.
A contestant can swallow a cake in 3 seconds and safely eat as many cakes as 3 plus their con mod. For an additional cake eaten, the contest must make a DC blank con save or take 1d8 custard damage.
Custard
damage? Okay,
Mhm.
question. Okay, this is really important. Now the cupcakes, are they like teeny tiny like this size, or are they like the big mamon muffin size with a shit ton of frosting
like the
on
first one, and they're covered in a very, very thick, heavy icing on top, filled with a custard middle.
them? Okay, so Stop and Shop cupcakes.
Okay,
That went too
I'll
heavy on the
suggest
frosting.
that with the custard, it might be a bit harder, but all right.
Okay.
Sounds like something Feeny would make.
Your what you said has been taken into note, but this is from a book, so I'm not.
You're
For
the
every
DM,
of
you're allowed
those
to ignore the book.
OGs out there, you know what book I'm using. All right. So with this, the competition begins. There are 6 of you there. It begins to start eating and eating round after round. You get to your 6th one. It's starting to feel a little bit heavy in your stomach now. You see 2 people have left, leaving 4 in the race. This is where we're going to start. Please make me a con save.
I would like to also just casually. What do I have? Do I have guidance? I feel like we had to I do have guidance. Can I give myself guidance?
Are you casting this? It's a verbal and semantic, right?
Yeah, I do it before we start.
Well, we've already illustrated. I will allow it for this one because it doesn't continue. But if you want guidance, you're going to have to give me a sleight of hand because that will be considered cheating.
I'm not going to cheat, so okay.
So you can get the first one because the first one's out of you got yourself, and then you began the contest. I'll allow the first one.
Okay. Okay, so that adds a D4 to any of my rolls. Please fucking So I got a 13.
13. Okay.
Just as an aside, it's concentration for up to a minute.
Yeah, well, you can only use it once. It's concentrated up to a minute.
Okay, yeah.
If it's not a continuous thing like Witch Bolt. That's just something that you can cast on yourself and you have a minute to use it. And that's it.
Okay.
All right, it looks like we got Mr. Concleod here as I get him set up in the box. Welcome, sir. we're in the middle of the
Everybody.
date still, so you are no worries. We are still actually literally just starting as Vila is about to start a fairy cake eating competition. With the 13 does pass the first one as you go through in eating this heavy, thick icing and custard cupcake. It's getting real tough. You look over, one person struggling as the other two are keeping up with you. The last person ends up looking over and heaving. And then Fairy's like, you're out. It's down to 3. Please make me another con save.
14.
Okay. You are able to hold it in still without having to take. Oh, actually, sorry. You are able to hold it, but it's starting to feel so bad. You take 3 points of custard damage as you hold it down.
3 points of custard damage. This is
Yep.
fantastic. Oh my god. All right.
All right, make me another con save.
I'm rolling terribly. Like, digital dice fucking hate me. I will just say. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I rolled a 2 for a 5.
For a 5.
At least
Okay.
it wasn't a 1.
Okay.
Oh,
You eat this and you're weaving. It's
Oh,
not
dear.
feeling good. You take 10 points of custard damage. You're still in.
I'm
You
still
watch-
in it?
You're still in it. It just means you take more damage with the custard. You didn't fail more than the margin that to make you throw up. So go ahead. It's only one down to you and one other person. As you see, the other person looks around, covers his mouth, and he books it off stage. Make me one last one, or possibly one last one, because I've been rolling as well.
Nat motherfucking 20 plus 3 for a 23. No more custard damage.
Back to back nat 20s. You got one and I got one. So you both eat it. You're still both in it as you're both competing, but both of you take custard damage. You take 4 more points of custard damage. Last rollies. Justice.
21.
Rolled in that one. So you watch as this guy just like pulls out the bucket from behind him and just sticks his head in and so begins to run off. You do take another 1 point of custard damage added on to that, and you see the little fairy goes, "Ooh, we have a winner, Miss. What's your name?" You see a little
Mila
wand comes up
Grappolo.
first. Well, congratulations, Fila. You just won the fairy cake eating contest in the feasting orchard. And here's your prize. And you're handed like this like burlap sack that's tied off with a ribbon on top. Feels like-
Thank you, and my compliments to the chef.
See what looks like to be this giant ogre, just big underbite with the biggest tusk that come up, and he just goes, "Oh, thank you, wish. Very kind." He takes his little hat off and he bunches it up and puts it against his chest, and many people come through and food very much.
They were fantastic, and thank you for making them so nice.
Oh, thank you. And he begins to walk off.
Oh my
Genesis
god, I
walks
love
over
all
and he
of these
goes,
characters.
"That was amazing. You were able to get over 11 cupcakes.
Mm.
Phenomenal. Were they,
Yeah,
as they say, delicious?"
A grown half my strength would not be able to do it. And yeah, they were really nice.
Oh, you're handed this
Then I
glass of
burp in real
milk.
life. Oh.
You're handed this glass of milk by the fairy and goes, "Here you go. It tends to help soothe your stomach."
Thank you. I immediately choked that. Probably
You
shouldn't have
regain all
dairy
your
on
hit
dairy,
points
but...
that you lost.
Oh fuck yes.
It like takes away the custard. It eliminates the all that cupcake. So all the sponginess has been gone. So now it's just custard. So it can sit a little bit better in your stomach.
Okay. Well, that was fun for me. Now we need to do something fun for you. What would you say your best talent is, Genesis?
Accuracy.
Accuracy.
Yes, I've seen games with throwing is a prime objective of the game. I would be very skilled at this.
Let's try it then.
You were given a prize. What is it?
That's for me to know and for you to find out once you've won your own. And then we'll tell each other.
I doubt I will get the same gift, but okay. And he heads off to what looks like to be the dart and balloon game. Just starts throwing it, and you just see he puts down a couple credits, and he just dop, 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 and he hits all of them, and he's given one of those giant, like, it looks like a Pegasus, but it's covered in like a nebula of the stars, and it's moving ever so slightly. And he goes, "Here, you may have this."
Oh, I wanted him to fail. I honestly wanted him to fail.
Well, the thing about this, it would have been the first game. He would have thrown the darts, but he would have had the Robin Hood Men in Tights moment where he hits the arrow through the arrow. So it's like one dart, and then the other dart gets split, and then the other dart gets split into the guy that looks over and goes, "No, no, 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 that's not how you play. You have to hit individual ones with the same color to get the prizes." Oh, blah, 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 blah. And he played probably like 3 or 4 times and able to get the biggest prize because have to lure him in.
Well, you don't have to give it to me. It's your prize. You won it.
I am not in need of material objects.
It's not about need. We're having the same conversation over and over again. You won it. You get to keep it.
I wish to give to you as gift.
Okay. I suppose I can accept that.
This must be straining for talking to me as such a height deprivation. And you see himself glow, and he begins to shrink as what looks like to be the same coloration of a grung as you, but different, as it's like more of a purple straight head with a black spotted body. Is this more appropriate?
You can be however you want to be. If it means that I'm looking up at the sky to talk to you, that means that I want to look at the sky to talk to you. You're worth a little crick in my neck. But this is sweet. So thank you.
Yes, I am worth much more.
I don't mean monetary value, Genesis.
Ah, I see.
Do you? I'm not sure you do.
Babe, I love you, but you're talking to a computer.
I know I'm talking to a computer, but he was so much more.
It's like talking to the replica AI app that they have out there. Just like
I'm so used to this. It's fine.
Give him a good month or so with the crew. He'll
Mhm.
probably figure out what annoyance and the urge to kill is,
Yeah.
among other things.
I do want to note, Vila, if you want to make an intelligence check, I'll let you, but the DC is going to be hard.
On what?
Just roll an intelligence check.
Okay. How about a 9?
Oh no.
Unfortunately not. It was
Okay, that's
it was
fine.
a luck check basically. You're not
Well-
able to put anything together out of right now, but we can revisit that later.
Genesis,
Hmm.
would you mind if I tried something?
Yes,
You would mind? Or I can try it.
I would not mind.
Okay.
She puts the Pegasus to the side and gives him a hug.
You go to hug him, you hear a little bit of hollowness to it. Patting on the back.
This isn't a comfort hug. This is just a hug.
Puts his arms down.
We're gonna work on this, okay? I'm gonna teach you how to hug appropriately for situations. Put your arms around
Understood.
me and hug me back for a minute. Not for a full minute, but like for a few seconds until I let go. Good. All right. Okay. And she lets go. He was so much less robot-y last time we spoke. Genesis, would you like to continue holding hands as we walk around?
That would be all right.
She picks up the toy, grabs his hand.
We're gonna find something that makes you feel. I don't fucking know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna do it.
And I'm happy to leave it there if you wanted to move on to the fight or continue. I'm fine either way.
I love you. This is the best. And I can feel like me as the DM can feel you fishing for the just say you feel, damn it. Say it.
It doesn't even have to be about me. He doesn't have to feel anything for me. He just has to like something or want something. That's what I'm aiming for.
I will know if you bring it up to other players, I'll allow them to roll these or until a prominent area comes back, we can revisit that roll. But at the moment, you don't have any ideas of what to do to bring that fielding part to Genesis. But yeah. I will note your treasure so you can mark it off. You open the bag, whatever X time that will be. Potion of invisibility.
Ooh. I would. It said that no one can seize me when I throw up. That's why they gave it to me.
It's a potion of invisibility, and it swirls with this vanilla color with sprinkles on it, and it's labeled cupcake of or it's a cupcake flavored in potion of invisibility.
So party cake.
Mm-hmm.
Now with half the calories and twice the trauma.
So yeah, Genesis and Vila go and watch the show, and probably also go on the teapot ride and do some other stuff.
You guys end on because there is a Ferris wheel that's there that's powered by a giant space hamster, and on the Ferris wheel, you guys are there, and there's a moment where Genesis goes, I do not feel things, but the view from here could be categorized as one of the most beautiful images that I have downloaded and
Aw.
processed. He cannot feel, but he understands the concepts of the things that you're asking. But what you're asking is why you, it's not about the concept, but why you are. And then you look up and there's like this small moment of like, he gets it, but it's not registering the way that you want. So
Just to be clear, I don't want like him to feel. Well, I do. I'm not asking why he doesn't feel. I understand that he's developing, but I'm trying to show him that he does have feelings. Or at least that's how I'm viewing it at the moment, and that's how Vila is viewing it at the moment. It's not, why don't you do this? It's, but you do this.
you said you do.
So like that little that little register of like, oh, okay, so there's something there that I can work with. Is fine.
It's not unregistering for what you want, but it's the point of,
And also
you just saw
Vila,
this thing go from point A, from what your knowledge is that they found it in a ball. You just watched as it first process itself on the plasmoid planet into what it is. It's still fresh. So you're asking it things that it doesn't have the answer to because it has not even had the chance to ever have that.
Yeah.
So again, you just need time. But as we smash cut over to the horrid scene, Jean-Luc and Arj, both of you just watched as his spine careens into this dude's chest and whips him across the riverbed into the rock that is the dead man right here. And the two other ones that are right here and right here, you see are death bladed basically as this root begins to shoot out of the ground into through the bottom of their abdomen, out through the top of their neck into this large branch as their hands and body and head turn into bark as it just begins to stiffen into place. You do hear the small murmurings until it gets silence of the and as you hear the growling and snarling of this creature. No! My laptop just died with the roll 20.
This is a night for technical difficulties.
Yes. We'll be back with our second break. Everybody, we'll be right back. Bye. Sorry about that. Yet again, my computer ended up dying, the one that we had on roll 20. So I just need to make sure I got that situated. But yes, we are back into the deep forest at the hunting site where 3 of the commoners there have perished by this monstrous fleshy bark creature. We are sitting here with Manny, Jean-Luc, and Artie. I would like Arj or Doofus, I'll let either of you decide. Roll me a d6.
I'm just going to look over right now and say, is this common?
I'm gonna roll a d6 and be like, I think we've done messed up.
I didn't even get that guy's name.
I roll a 5.
A 5. Okay. That is how many rounds it's going to take for your companions to get to you. before.
Thanks a lot.
So initiative is going to be rolled for all of you, but only Doofus and Concleods will count until the 5th round. So that means fast combat.
Why is this the only time I've ever rolled high in this game?
Yes, Miss Flight.
I just wanted to ask, we'd already got back to the ship and like settled in. Like this is like after midnight kind of timing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because that means I'll be back in my suit and have my weapons.
Yeah, everybody would have had basically their stuff on them already, unless yours is your suit and stuff, but everybody would have been still packing their regular gear.
How long has it been since I left the group?
A few hours. You kind of left the group and they told you that they were heading to the hotel. And yeah, that's last time you saw them. They were going to their room that Arj ended up winning. And I believe I know Concleon and Jean-Luc went with them. You went back to the ship along with Vila. And I think, Spocky, didn't you go back to the hotel? Because I think you're at the hotel room.
Miss Kitty was relaxing in her room and letting her mind wander, listening to the planet.
It was a penthouse suite. It's one
Yeah.
of those like 5
Yeah, she
bedroom
kind of locked
places.
herself into her room because leaving the boys do their own thing and
Yeah.
all that. She needed a break from everybody, and then that's when she let her mind wandered and she found some things out. So
That's right.
So-
That's right.
14 on initiative.
all right,
Okay.
might as well roll.
I got a 21.
Okay, 1 second.
That sounds like a good roll. That's a 4. It's a 4. That costs a 4.
28.
All right. Vila.
Oh,
Manny got himself a 15. A 19. Very
19.
nice. Now I'm going to honor roll for these two.
that hurt.
Oh. Okay. Here we go. So, funnily enough, Wraith and Jean-Luc are at the top of the initiative order automatically because of how RG and Wraith are at the start of the top. And then after the 5th round, it will go Wraith, Jean-Luc, the creature, Vila, and so on and so forth. Just to illustrate the top of the initiative here. But okay. Heading off, looks like Jean-Luc, you would be first.
All right.
You see this monstrous creature. By the way, you were right here. RG, you're right here. Manny is obviously this one right here.
Just letting you know, I
Yes.
can't see the map.
Yeah.
I see
Oh.
the old map.
I see the old map.
Dun, 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 dun,
There we
dun,
go.
dun, 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 dun. Star.
All right.
Moving. Sorry,
I'm
I just
just
needed
gonna-
to.
Those are dead people.
Yes, those are currently dead people. I needed for those at home wondering what I'm doing, I need a way to link up my edited video for the battle map that will be illustrated over here, just to make sure that everything is timed up right.
Okay. So I'm guessing the
Sorry, what?
I'm
I
guessing
can-
that like right here is where the
Mhm.
all right.
Yep.
Well, I am immediately gonna scream and grab my pistol and start shooting.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a attack roll, please.
All right. I'm going to spend 1 grit point for let me.
You should also scream.
I'm going to spend a grit point to use Deadeye Shot to gain advantage on the roll, and I'm also going to use Sharpshooter.
Alrighty, so you're taking a -5, and you're adding what for your grit points again?
If I hit, an extra 10 damage. And
Oh,
with
that's just from the
Deadeye,
sharpshooter.
yeah, and then with Deadeye Shot, I get to roll with advantage.
All right, go ahead and roll me those attacks, please.
All right. Come on. They're both the same, I think.
24 and a 23, both of those would have hit. So go ahead
So
and
it's
make your attack.
19. 19. Is that a hit?
Oh yeah, that does hit. That's right. I forgot that you have to take the -5 for that.
All right. So first attack is going to be. Why is it not pulling up for me on my app? Okay, so that's going to be 12 plus that's 22 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take second shot.
So 22 damage for that.
Yeah,
12.
22 damage for the first attack.
Oh, because it doubles.
Yep. No, plus 10 because of sharpshooter. You take a
Oh,
-5
yes,
to
correct.
the roll,
That's fine.
and then plus 10 to damage.
Duh.
All right. Next one is a hit. Roll a 20 for second shot. That's going to be 14 damage.
Okay. And is this from a magical weapon?
Let me see. Yes, Pistol of Warning.
Copy that. Alrighty.
And third attack.
All right, go for it.
And I think that's going to be well, 19.
19
Wow, I'm actually
hits.
hitting something for once.
Yep, go ahead.
Final, that's going to be 6 damage.
6 damage.
All right. And yeah, that's all I've got. So I guess I'll have my turn right there.
Alrighty. So 42 points of damage in your first turn. Not bad, not bad. As we head over to RG, you are up.
Okay. So
I apologize. The creature then you is up because it would technically be that creature. You know what? I'll let it for this round. You two are getting because it already attacked you. I'll let you guys go through.
okay. So let's see. So there's water between us and the creature, right? That's correct, right?
Yeah, correct.
right.
Currently it looks like it's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 foot. Like that's the width of the river right there.
Gotcha. All right. Given the distance, I am not going to move, but I also no one has seen RG fight yet. So we're gonna do some descriptive work here as we battle. So
All right.
RG right now is in forearm mode as per the last configuration. So you'll see RG just is basically flails out his forearms and is going to use his plasmoid finger gun. So basically RG starts pointing finger guns at the creature, and you know it may look just like finger guns, but at that point he is going to attack twice, blasting parts, like solid parts of himself, out at the creature as projectiles.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
Got a 17 and a 5.
The first one hits.
Okay. And for piercing damage, we get 4 piercing damage.
And is this magical?
This
Is the weapon that you're using magical? Technically, I know how you're labeling it and flavoring it, but is the weapon magical?
No.
No.
Firearm.
Okay.
No.
You watch as it hits it, It looks like it may have some type of resistance to it.
This shakes it off. Darn.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Watch this thing lumber step by step. Hold on. Let me just see. Okay, good. Yeah, step by step creeps through this. It's not able to get to fully, but it gets to about right here as it stands in the edge of the river, and it looks at all of you. Lets out a horrifying roar. Does smell extremely bad. And it's going to use its one of its charge, one of the recharging attacks, a whirlwind of vines as it. I would like all of you to make a dex saving throw, please. Manny passes.
I can see it, right?
You can.
Actually, I need to do it with advantage then. Okay.
I
11.
got a natural 20.
Okay.
And I got 11.
An 11. Alrighty. Copy that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D10 coming at you guys. A lot of the numbers are low. So 33 points total to RG, half that. So that would be 16 points to you, Jean-Luc and Manny.
Ow.
All right. Goes back to the top to Jean-Luc.
All right. So if an ink broke, don't fix it. Gonna go ahead and go for 3 attacks.
All right.
15.
15. Okay. We'll let you know that is exactly its armor class.
Okay.
So you guys now know the threshold. It's bark armor. It's not that. It's not that heavy.
All right.
9 more
so
points.
That's 9 damage. Next attack.
I will
is
note
gonna be-
also at the beginning of its turn, it did look like some of the areas where you shot through grew back with vines that came through again. So it does look like it has some type of small regenerative power.
Gotcha. Okay, so shoot it faster than it can regenerate. All right. So yeah, that's a 19 for the next attack. So that's gonna
Okay.
be 8 damage for the second.
Okay.
And okay, 16 next attack for. There we go. 14 damage.
All
All
right.
right. And
You have
I'm
taken
going
out
to-
one third of its health, and it looks right at you, pissed off.
I think I done messed up now. All right. So bonus action, I'm going to use what we say was called a blessing of the mother void.
That's correct.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to use that to teleport 30 foot away back here.
Okay. RG, you just watch as Jean-Luc fires away and then poof, he's gone.
Huh? Wait,
I kind of scream. I scream from the back. It's like, I'm still with you, buddy.
All right. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to go back to the initiative count order. So the creature is going to be next. So with is, it's going to walk up to right here. And it gets a recharge on a 5 or a 6 for its vine. It got a 1, so it doesn't get the whirlwind of vines back. And it can make, oh my god.
Words you really want to hear?
And I'm not joking. The creature makes 1 bite attack and 4 claw attacks. So it's going to look at Argy and gonna make the first one a bite attack. Does a 16 hit you?
It hits.
It does. Okay. So you're going to take 4 points of piercing. Oh, sorry, 10 points of piercing. Do you have any resistance to poison?
I do.
Then you got 2 on the damage, so you are resistant. You take 1 more point of poison damage. That's the first attack. Now it's going to make a claw attack at you. It's going to be a 9.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, so you got lucky there. It's going to make 1 more against you and then 2 against Manny. And I thought it was 1 bite or 4 claw attacks. No, it says and I can take a screenshot. That's going to be a 16 to hit you.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, so this one is going to be 13 points of slashing damage comes to you to the claws.
You say
Now
16?
for Manny, 16 points, correct.
Okay.
That's going to be a 23 to hit Manny. The last one. Natural 1, cool. So he only gets hit with 1 of these. Okay, copy that. I got 16 points of damage to him. That's his turn. It's your turn up next, Arj.
RG is mad. RG immediately is going to basically ripple. It looks like water moving, and RG is going to rage. And he's going to rage. And upon raging, he's also going to activate Wild Surge.
Oh, what's that?
That is RG is the primal path of wild magic. So RG is going to roll a D8, and we're going to find out what we get.
Oh, this is from your custom table?
Well, this is not from the custom table. We're going to do the standard table right now, because you
Okay.
said that'd be easier to keep in track of, at least right now. So
Correct.
gonna roll.
I need to get this up so I can see which one.
That's a 7.
How appropriate.
Yes, I see it.
Okay. So Jean-Luc, you teleport back. Manny just gets demolished. And so does RG a little bit. And I see your hit points. Hot damn. You watch as all this happens, and RG sees this, and you see this aura begin to envelop around him as his anger infuriates the situation, and you see he's absorbing. As a plasmoid, it's easy for him to ooze into places like soil would normally. Like, this is his biology of how the soil keeps out from inside of his body as he reaches down and pulls out seeds, vines, and flowers that envelop all around him. I'm going to read you exactly what happens as flowers and vines temporarily grow around him, and until your rage ends, the ground within 15 feet of you becomes difficult terrain for your enemies. So he's going to be needing he's going to be using half of his movement, and he won't even be able to get near Jean-Luc. So I will note that Jean-Luc is out of his range for the moment until RG leaves for, and this magical effect lasts for, it doesn't say. It doesn't tell you either. Oh, okay. It's 10 minutes, so that's a ridiculous amount of time for in-game.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, indefinitely this is something that will last. Awesome, that's dope. But you use like this. It was pretty angry at this whole situation, and then it looks at you and it sees something, and it's now more attracted to you.
Oh, good.
Gonna fuck the girl.
Yeah. With that, what is the rest of your turn?
So I'm going to move on to attacking. Now, RG has a variety of things that no one's really paid attention to in his plasmoid body. So you see out of the lower right arm slide out what appears to be a large flail, which in fact is actually, because RG is an athlete, a athletic hammer from the hammer throw of what looks to be from the plasmoid homeworld. So it looks a little bit more like spooshy. From there, he is going to use the flail to attack it in the face twice.
Go ahead, sir. Go right ahead.
Not once, but twice.
23
Oh, dear.
Absolutely hits.
and a 10.
It does miss. You know what? For the fact that you rolled with the flower and vines, this thing looks at you in the way that it does. I will allow a one-time advantage for this roll.
It or me, one time advantage.
You
Okay.
roll one more time for me.
Okay.
See if you can go from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Hold on. I'm in the wrong scrolling box. Come on, scroll upward.
It happens numerous amount of times in this game for some fucking
Okay.
reason.
Come on, scroll up to attacks. Come on here.
Oh,
Moves up to a
Oh,
15.
That is the DC. I've already stated before, that is the exact DC that you needed.
Perfect.
Go ahead and roll your damage for both of them.
All right. Now these are each +3 because I'm in rage. I just don't know if D&D Beyond hits it.
If it's using the weapon and you're pressing the button for it, then yes, it will add the +3.
It does not look like it does based on what it says in mine, because I got a 5 + 5 for 10, but it doesn't incorporate the +3 for rage. So at 13 for the first one.
Misses.
No, this is damage.
Oh, understood.
13 for the first
DM
one
has a little brain fart.
and 14 for
14.
the second one. Ooh, yeah.
You hit this thing fucking, and it's like you're watching as the bark is breaking off of this thing as it gathers into the river, and it begins to wreathe back some of the areas with the vines and fleshiness to it. All right, that's the end of your turn.
That'll end my turn.
All right, it's now Manny's, and he's going to look over at you, RG. And 1 second. Copyright. Gotta stop. DM started it and then he finished it. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at the spell right now, and he's going to cast a healing spell on you. Which one it is. Yeah, okay. He's going to look at you and cast one of his highest level spells that he has on him, and he just goes, Archie, are you okay? I don't know how your body mass is, but here. And claps his hands. And for do you have any health missing, John?
I have some, but I'm all right for the moment.
Okay, you're about 60 points off. He casts heal, and he's going to give 60 points to you and 10 to Jean-Luc.
Oh, yay.
All right. And that's going to be his turn. And he just looks at this thing and goes, oh shit. As we get to the top of the third round here. Jean-Luc, it's your turn. The rest of you, as you all hear this, oh yeah, by the way, sorry, we kind of just jumped into this. What would you guys have said during this conversation? We're going to do another as we cut scene to the beginning of this fight. What would you guys tell everybody on the comms to get them over here?
I believe in the incoherent screaming as Jean-Luc's pulling his pistol out. He's like, "Hey, hunting trip's going tits up. We kind of need you out here like time now."
People died.
What did you guys do this time?
I leave him alone for 10 minutes.
People died.
They just scream, people die!
Oh God!
I leave him alone for 10 minutes.
Sorry, just to double check. You screamed, people died.
It's a deal,
and then,
God! Divine!
and then when Wraith was like, what did you guys do? You're just like, people died.
This wasn't how I was expecting the drinking to go.
Listen, I followed Baby Boy
Kitty.
on a hunting trip, and now we're facing a giant deer tree monster. And
He's coming across the water.
Is it are the who's with you? Where are you? Details.
would our communicators have like kind of a tracking like GPS to share with the rest of the group?
Yeah, that's how they're able to get to you during this 5-round interval, is they're following a GPS to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a pin. Just get here quick, please. And you just hear
Duck!
gunfire in the background.
It's Kitty. This is not my fault. I'm on the ship. Not my fault.
I leave 10 minutes. It just took 10 minutes as she's grumbling, grabbing, trying to get dressed the best she can because she was ready to go to bed for the night because of the brain blast. And then she opens up her veranda window, climbs up on the edge, and then she just jumps and she flies. So I cast fly.
Before the end of the night, Genesis would have gone into whatever room with Vila and gone into the ball form. He is powered down, and any response to him at this point will not happen. He's used up too much energy for the day, so he must recharge. He will not be in this fight.
Okay. Noticing this, Vila's gonna go find the captain and see if he's gonna join.
Make a perception check.
Wouldn't it be investigation? I have to find him.
Sure.
26.
Make a perception check.
Where's my perception? 19.
Okay. You go over, and it looks like Captain Oka's door has been tampered with, and you see as the outside panel looks like has been pulled off and wires are hanging down to where the button is. You hear Captain Oka on the other side, "Let me the hell out of here. What the fuck is going on?"
I'm gonna figure out what the fuck's going on there. Can I investigate to see what the fuck's going on there?
Okay. Make a make me a technology
Captain, did
check.
you
Just
do this?
roll me a d20 and add your proficiency bonus, please. And your proficiency plus intelligence.
16 plus my proficiency, which is 4, so 20 plus intelligence, so 22.
22. You see that this stuff is hanging on the outer side. You're able to think, okay, well, someone's tampered with this, and the first thing that you go to is video logs. You just watched everybody run, or you would have seen Wraith run out, because I'm assuming that you left, right? Yeah, you saw him leave, but he left through the cargo bay, and you didn't see him anywhere near Captain Oka's door. And the only thing that you can think of is that there's cameras in the halls that you think that you're able to pull the video, but you have to make the decision on being late to the fight and being a round or two behind, or going and then figuring it out after.
Captain, are you in danger?
No, but what the fuck's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna go save your crewmates and then we'll figure this out afterwards. Bye.
Wait, and that's where we cut scene over to you guys running hastily. I'll note that there's a moment like you see Wraith not too far ahead of you and you're able to catch up, and then there's a moment while you guys are going down the trail that you can see Miss Kitty flying over the treetops, and that's where we'll smash cut back it over to the top of the round with Jean-Luc. You have line of sight. This thing is attacking two of your crewmates. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and well, once again, ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna go ahead, go for my attacks. I'm gonna use another grit point for a dazing shot. So on a hit, which let me see if I hit first. Yeah, that's a hit. So you have to
Jesus.
make a what is it, DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Said 16.
Yes.
Roll to 14 plus 5 for a 19.
Okay, well at least I do some damages.
Do some damages.
Mhm.
All right, so that's 7.
Okay.
Next attack. That's a hit
Mm-hmm.
for 12 damage. Hold on, I just thought of something. Reload, is that bonus action or a full action?
So for this, it's a bonus action to reload. You have 10
Okay.
shots for all of the pistols that you guys have.
Oh, sweet. Okay, still good. So
Yeah, so
all right.
it's a energy pack because you guys have a plasma pistol. So it's like you're changing the battery on your gun so it can continue shooting.
Gotcha. Okay, and last one is 11 damage.
Okay.
And
This thing
I
is
guess
looking
I am going
hurt.
to yeah, I don't need to use that yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick where I'm at and end my turn there.
All right, and that ends your turn. Next up is this creature. You see as it looks out, it's going to look over at all of you, throw its hand over to this set of tree, at this dying tree right here. And you see it begin to, as it looks like it's duplicating itself.
Now.
It did burn
As a
thing.
second one begins to appear, not with the deer head. This one looks just straight bark.
Looks like we need a little fire.
But
You see the tree begin to like wind as it lifts its feet out from derooting itself. And it looks over at the other thing, and the thing points at all of you. Now going to the next person we got here is the creature. It's going to re-roll on its recharge. on its whirlwind of vines. It got a 2, so it doesn't get it back. It's going to look at we'll say Manny first. That's a natural 2. Natural 7 for an 18. The third one, a natural 1. Oof. Okay,
Yeah,
so
keep rolling natural ones.
I just rolled a 1 on the damage die too. Wow, 2 1s back to back on damage die. So he got 8 points total from those 3 attacks. Oh, okay. Now he's going to go to RG and make 2 claw attacks.
Bless you again.
Thank you. 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
And
That's a natural 1 for a 12.
okay, I'll take 12, and I'm going to react with unstable backlash.
Awesome. You do
So we're-
take 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll take the 14, and then we'll roll here.
Don't forget you are flanking right now, so attacks would be an advantage. Melee
Flanking
attacks.
has to be on the opposite side, not by
Oh,
that standard.
gotcha.
Yeah. Flanking has to be on the opposite side. So for anybody for RG to be flanking, he would have to be here, and Pandy would have to be here. Oh, sorry.
Gotcha.
Right
Wild-
here is where flanking would be.
Wild magic rolls a 2.
Wild magic rolls a 2. Copy that. Just pulling it up again. All righty.
I'm excited for this one.
You rolled a 2. How many more uses of that do you have?
Every time I get hit
It's every time that you get hit.
while I'm raging, I
When
can
you enter
replace
rage
it.
on that- When you enter your rage, I thought it says.
No, it's a backlash is upon being taking damage.
Oh, on save, but immediately after you take damage, the effect replaces your current one. Okay, so the binds end.
Yes.
Okay, so perfectly fine. That's why I was like, do you stack? What the fuck? Okay, all right, go ahead. You watch as you're able to teleport up to 30 feet that you can see in an unoccupied space until the effect ends as a bonus action. I'll teleport.
So seeing that this looks like very painful to stay close by, I am going to teleport back and make my way closer to the back. Let's hold on. Let's move me here. I'm
All
gonna teleport. Oh, nope, come on, click me. Oh, I can't click me. Can I click me?
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Let me just add. I think I haven't added you yet. There we go. Conqueod, save, and you're good to go.
Okay, I am going to teleport over here and I'm just kind of like whoosh and like, okay, we're good.
All righty.
Poor Manny.
It seems better back here.
I'm just
It's
gonna look
one-
over like the ranged fighter just sees the melee guy run up next to him. It's like, hey, this is safer. No.
It's only one more round before we get there, yeah?
It is on the 4th one, so it's after the 5th round. Yes, you
Okay.
only have one more. All right. Is that your turn?
And this is on your creature's turn.
Oh, that's on your. Oh, okay. That's right. So you get hit, you teleport. Righty. Next up is the new creature. as it begins to out of the forest line. It is going to use a whirlwind of claws. It would like both Arj and Jean-Luc to make another deck save.
Oh no.
Oh, hold on. Come on. Here.
That's the
Oh
fat
no.
8.
Dick.
Oh, I need another one because I have a.
Am I muted? Did I mute
Let's
this?
see. The advantage is 19 with the advantage.
I will let you know that is the DC for the whirlwind of vines. You have meet it or beat it. You will be taking half damage on this, which is going to be 12 points. Full points is 24, which both you and Manny both take. All right. And now it's going to make its ungodly. Oh, sorry. It would have been right here. So it's able to hit both of you. That's a DM's mistake. My bad. Yeah,
I
and
am
it's going
just
to make
glaring at RG right now, like you teleported to the ranger.
The trees
yep,
don't do this where I'm from. This is
going-
new.
to attack Jean-Luc with its bite attack.
Mhm.
A 28 to hit.
Of course.
That itself is its own thing. So you're going to be taking 8 points of piercing
Ooh.
and 8 points of poison.
Ow.
How you doing, Jean-Luc?
The second
I'm in
one
danger.
that's coming at you is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And the last one coming to you, natural 1 for 12. Okay, you only get one of these coming at you. That's going to be a 20 points of slashing damage to you. And RG, you're getting 2 to you. That's a 2 for 13.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
How close to dead are you?
No. I'm still enraged, so I'm gonna roll again after taking 13 points.
If you do damage to me, I will kill you in the afterlife.
All right.
You
Sorry.
have second character, right?
My heels are coming. Maybe.
Okay.
The damage is coming. Don't worry.
Yes, definitely.
We rolled a 4.
I'm scared. What does a 4
Okay.
do?
A 4, magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding until the rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties as a so your flail now becomes a throwable weapon. What the fuck?
And a magic weapon too.
Yes, it now becomes a magic weapon. Ooh. That's good, but now you lose the ability to teleport, though.
That is correct.
Okay. So that's the first one. You're taking, right? That was the first attack against you.
Yes.
18 points for that one.
Oh, I thought you'd give me a 13 points, so I just took that off. Okay.
Oh,
5.
did I? Well, let me just make sure because I have it. It rolled to hit it for 13, right? That does
So
that hit
that's a 13 doesn't hit actually. I thought that's
you?
what
Oh,
you meant.
then no, then that's fine. The first one doesn't hit you. We'll roll for this. A 26, I believe,
That
will
would-
hit you though.
That will hit.
So we'll use that last one that I stated so I don't have to do it again. So
Yep.
18 points of damage to you.
Got it.
All right, and that's its turn. Going now to you, RG.
So I now have this magical glowing flail right there, and I'm gonna look at Jean-Luc and say, which one closer or further?
You just hear like incoherent gargling kind of coming up as they're trying to talk. Just
Close one it is. We're gonna go with the close one, and I'm going to swing the flail twice in the face of the closest new monstrosity.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
$19 for the first one.
That hits.
28 for the second.
Both hit.
First is 14 damage.
Okay.
Force. And the second is 9 damage.
Alrighty. Took some nice little chunks out of it. All right, is that your turn?
And based on how this has been going, I am going to move away based on what Jean-Luc had also just kept making notions towards me. And let's see, how far do I want to go? I will get closer to Manny.
Okay, you will be taking an opportunity attack. Is that all right?
That's
Moving
fine.
there?
I'm still
Alrighty.
moving. Still moving.
Copy that. Making a claw attack at you. 18.
That'll hit.
That will hit. You take an additional 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And
it's my mistake. On the 5th round, everybody comes in. So as soon as Manny's done, which is the next one, that's when you guys are coming in. So everybody get ready. Ready? Sorry, is that your turn?
as I get whacked, I'm gonna roll again. I love this.
Go.
I like this thing. Do something good. This is a 3.
An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie. I will choose pixie. Appears within 5 feet of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you at the end of your current turn. The spirit explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dex save or takes 1d4 or 1d6 force damage. Until the rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit at the end of your turn as a bonus action. So basically, you're making kamikaze pixies to fly in and kill themselves. This is horrific, but amazing at the same time.
I'm going
Alrighty.
to bring this pixie on the side that is not near Jean-Luc of the one I just attacked, so it does not does not hit Jean-Luc at the same time.
Alrighty. That's going to be its turn because that was its reaction to you moving. So that finishes your turn.
Well, does it miss the blow up? Does it get through the deck save?
Oh, I thought it was at the. 1 second.
I think the first one blows. It's at the end of my turn anyway. So, but that's I think the first one blows up.
It does have to be. Welcome back, everybody, and we apologize for the abrupt ending that you all just witnessed. My internet crashed, and so did the recording after that. So we're just redoing everything from today and illustrating a little bit more. You'll see us wearing the same attire in the next episode. We're just pre-recording this now, so thank you for continuing to watch on. The last we left off, the group just got done fighting some eerie looking flesh tendril vine creatures within the forest, and they defeated them, some getting close to near death, but Mandy was there to save. We head back to the hotel or the ship, depending on where everybody was heading, because I believe most of the compatriots were staying at the hotel that they were on. I don't know if any of you would go back, but as you guys are heading back, Jean-Luc, you hear a ping on your crystal as everyone's walking back.
Take a look at it, kind of look off to the groups like, hey, I'll catch up. I got to take this real quick.
I'm carrying the guy I made the closest friends with because I feel bad that I wouldn't bring him back to the hotel.
Copy that.
And
Okay.
yeah, split off from the group.
All right. You begin to split off, and you see the boo-doo. Pop Bujo sent you a message initially. We need to talk. This
I send
location
back.
was this location, this time, and you see the coordinates are not too far off. You got a little bit of time to spare until the meeting time. Or maybe like 20 minutes. It'll take you about 10 to walk. But the message just says, you owe me at least talking. Ignore me at the bar, that's fine. But eventually, we're going to have some words. Do you accept this and head off, or?
Yeah, as I'm walking down, I send a response like, couldn't talk in front of the team. Oh yeah, at least a few words. I start going that way.
You wait a lot of time. And in the message, it did say, come alone. You know it's Papa's, Jesus Christ. You know it's Papa's MO to kind of have an eye on the situation beforehand. So you do head into this situation by yourself. Some time passes. So you hear some rustling come up. I wasn't sure if you were actually going to show.
Maybe fool, but I ain't gonna leave nobody standing for too long.
Always were what assess this situation the best. Always had a right mind on you, which is why I'm a little surprised why you left my nephew behind.
It was a tough call I had to make. Not one I'm proud of, but I'm still standing because of it.
So I saw you standing. You did mighty good work of them fucking monstrosities I sent off to you. Needed to assess you and your team. See how well y'all work together. See, John, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. See, I unfortunately need your help.
You see, he leans back, just like, must be a mighty big pickle.
Well, you see, I got some, let's say, cargo locked away somewhere. And I ain't doing so well. Full transparency. My vault is about to get sucked into the center of a collapsing star. I need someone to go get it. What I'm willing to offer you is a debt settled. I won't come after you anymore, or even have to hear of the Boudreaux family if you don't want to. Hell, I'll even sweeten the pot. I'll clear a couple of your debts as horrors, the ones that will at least bind me up a bit. Otherwise, and he hands you a tablet. I ain't going to take this bounty off your head. And you look down on the crystal. It says 10 million galactic credits for Jean-Luc. I'm willing
Well,
to think some people are mighty eager to get their hands on it. And he hasn't sent it, it's been drafted. And it's like he's hovering over that button. So, what you say, big dog?
Well, Papa, you always was good at cards. Guess you can count me in.
Smart decision. I'm sure that you'll work this out with your crew. Make sure that they're
I'll-
all understanding.
I'll make it worth their while.
Wonderful. Now, of course, can't just let you go off by yourself now, can I? No, that'd be too foolish for me. Tanish. And you know that was the chick from the bar from earlier. She comes strolling up. She from Furies at Home, Tinish Sittle, Sittle. She is a elvish bard, extremely stacked out. Like her top mod is a plus 16. So just saying, experience and a lot of stuff. But yeah, she was a little bit of a. Y'all had a tiny bit of a fling. She kind of stood her up, so she was a little bit salty about it. She kind of just rolls up. Don't worry, Papa. I'll make sure to keep an eye.
Oh, this is going to be one hell of a flight.
Now, the information that you need will be right here on this tablet. And he hands you over a crystal tablet, and it says on it, and not for a bit of ominence here, but it's DS666. Otherwise known as Dune Space Section 666 of the Serpent Eye Nebula galaxy, which isn't too far from here. But the Serpent Eye galaxy, as you look onto the crystal tablet, actually has this. It was a green giant. I think it would be like a mega giants. That's what they're called. They're enormous. Ended up collapsing in on itself, and being a green giant that it was, is creating this hue of red and purplish dust that comes off of it that forms this eye shape as it spins in space, looking like a serpent's eye, hence the name. and the nebula being that it's the nebula surrounding the star as it swirls. And as you see, one second, as I pull it up right here. You see that on the wild space array that's there that shows that there's a black vortex or a greenish black hue vortex with 2 planets slowly spiraling around it. The system has 12 moons, 1 close to the vortex, and 1 orbiting each planet, and 9 outer moons. The bit yeah, basically it's a small solar system with only a certain, like 2 regular planets with a shit ton of moons that revolve around it, and the moon that's got the vault on it, whatever, is heading towards it, and it's the closest to the sun. So you have 1 month to get there. FTL is not allowed inside of short traveling galaxies, which means that you will have to a 14-day trek once. So you'll FTL drive from where you're at and get into the solar system, but you can't go from here to here in a short distance without ripping a fabric in space. That's why you have to go like into the next galaxy and then backtrack towards you, or take the slow route. So to actually get to that area, let's see, from the central area, which is the eye, it's also known as the Eye of Doom on that solar system, is about 100 million miles away, which would equivalently, that's how long it is away from the center of the dying star. The max amount of travel that you will have is about 1 billion light years to travel in 14 days to get there, and then take whatever amount of time it will take to get back. So that is the mission set forth to you, and you know what you have riding on this. It also does state on the tablet that the crew will get a resulting total of 100,000 galactic credits upon the retrieval of the goods. Something for you and your people to talk about.
All right then. Well, I guess if you'll allow me some rest for the night, I'll get the crew on board first thing in the morning, and I'll send you a message to let you know.
Oh, Dennis is going to be going with you now. Make sure that your crew is more persuaded. I don't take no for an answer, isn't that right? That's right, Papa. And you look back and like, I'm very persuasive.
Fair enough.
Beating that 16 is her persuasion.
Well, this ain't gonna be awkward at all. All right, if you want to follow me. And I start heading back to the hotel.
Alrighty. And with that, as the group meets up back at the hotel or the ship, we will call this episode a close. Again, thank you for sticking with us and kind of dealing with that abrupt ending. I know it's very, very right at the end, and then hopefully I've edited in the blackout with the it's probably copyrighted, but either way. I do hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for soaring through the stars with us. Give a little bit of a quick outro for everybody. Start with Darren.
Had to unmute myself there for a second. I'm Darren. I'm a Twitch streamer. You can see me play a variety of shooter games, strategy games on Twitch. Come check me out.
Concleon.
Hey everybody, I'm Concleon, creator and streamer on Twitch and on TikTok. You can find me either of those places under Concleon and any other assorted social media that's not on fire.
Doofus.
Hi, I'm a Doofus Domain Cleric. You can primarily find me on TikTok and a few other socials. I make goofy videos, and I am terrified of how this next session is going to go.
Next is Flay.
Hi, I'm Flido Chaos. I'm on the Tiki Tokis and I do kind of behind the scenes stuff for Mayhem Gaming. Come join our Discord where you can chat to all of our people. We've got some people doing commissions for artwork and some other stuff, and it's great. Come follow me on TikTok and watch some thirst traps, I guess. Also, I do cosplay.
And finally, although she is not here tonight and again, abruptly just having something missing, Pocket is in the middle of moving, so she will not be in this part of the episode and for the next upcoming episode. So we do wish her all the best and hope that she comes back very soon. Should be at the beginning of December-ish. So I wish everybody a good night, a farewell. Thank you for soaring to the stars. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Moist.
Good night.